Cars are amazing machines, but for some reason, they also attract some of the most ridiculous myths known to mankind.
Yeah, damn right!
Whether it's advice passed down from your uncle who swears he's a car guy, or just some internet nonsense that refuses to die, these myths need to be put in the junkyard where they belong.
Do it.
Buckle up, because we're about to bust 21 car myths that people still, somehow, believe. 21. Red cars get more speeding tickets. People say cops target red cars more than any other color, as if law enforcement is just sitting there playing Guess Who with traffic. The truth? Cops don't care what color your car is. If you're doing 95 miles per hour in a school zone, you're getting a ticket whether you're driving a red sports car or a beige minivan.
Without a doubt.
The myth probably comes from the fact that red cars stand out more. It's like when you're shopping for a specific model of car and suddenly see it everywhere. It was always there, you just never noticed. Meanwhile, people with gray and silver cars are out here driving like lunatics, blending in with the road like automotive chameleons. If you want a red car, go for it. Just don't think it's an automatic police magnet. The real color cops love to ticket, the one going 30 over the limit. 20. Washing your car too often ruins the paint. If washing your car was bad for the paint, every car wash in the country would be part of a massive conspiracy to ruin your ride. Unless you're out here scrubbing your car with steel wool, washing it frequently actually protects the paint by removing dirt, salt, and whatever horrifying gunk birds have decided to bless your hood with.
Yeah. That's right.
The real problem, the way people wash their cars. Some folks use the same sponge they use for dishes, which is basically like rubbing your car down with a block of sandpaper. Others take it to an old school automatic car wash where the brushes haven't been cleaned since the early 2000s. That's not washing your car, it's aggressively exfoliating it. 19. Bigger cars are always safer. Sure, bigger cars give you more mass in a crash, but that doesn't mean they're automatically safer. Ever seen one of those old school SUVs roll over after taking a turn at slightly above walking speed? Physics doesn't care how big your truck is. If you flip it like a pancake, you're in trouble. Modern cars are designed with crumple zones, airbags, and high-tech safety systems that can make a small sedan just as safe as, if not safer than, a massive SUV. In fact, some tiny cars outperform their tank-sized cousins in crash tests. So unless you're planning to drive through brick walls on a daily basis, safety ratings matter more than sheer size.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Plus, have you ever tried parking a giant SUV in a city? That's a safety hazard for your sanity. 18. Manual cars get better gas mileage. This myth was true in 1995. Back when automatic transmissions shifted like they were playing a guessing game, manuals were the fuel efficiency kings, but modern automatics are so advanced that they often get better gas mileage than manuals. Some even use continuously variable transmissions, CVTs, which optimize fuel economy better than any human could.
Yeah, that's good.
The real reason people still think manuals are better, nostalgia, and the fact that car guys love shaming automatic drivers like they're personally responsible for the decline of civilization. So if you want a manual, get one because it's fun, not because you think you're hacking the gas mileage system. 17. Driving with your windows down saves more gas than using AC. So you're trying to choose between running the AC or rolling the windows down to save gas.
Yep.
That's like trying to decide between stepping on a Lego or stubbing your toe. Either way, it's going to hurt. At low speeds, open windows don't affect mileage much, but at highway speeds, the drag from open windows can make your car work harder than the AC would. Basically, if you're cruising at 70 miles per hour with all 4 windows down, your car is turning into a makeshift parachute. The real solution? Pick whatever keeps you comfortable and just accept that driving costs money. 16. You must warm up your car for several minutes before driving. Unless your car was built during the disco era, sitting in your driveway for 10 minutes waiting for it to warm up is just wasting gas.
What do you mean?
Modern engines are designed to warm up quickly as you drive. The best way to get your car ready, start driving gently. The best way to burn fuel for no reason, sitting there idling like you're waiting for an invisible race to start. 15. Engine oil needs to be changed every 3,000 miles. This myth has been kept alive almost exclusively by oil change businesses that love charging you extra.
Oh my god.
Unless you're driving a car that's older than the internet, your oil doesn't need to be changed that often. Most modern cars can go anywhere from 5,000 to 10,000 miles between oil changes. Some high-end synthetics can last even longer. If your mechanic insists on 3,000 mile oil changes, they're either living in the past or trying to finance a vacation. 14. You can jump a car battery by rubbing the cables together. No, just no. Not only will this not jump your car, but it might also turn you into the star of your very own action movie explosion scene.
Okay.
If your battery is dead, use proper jumper cables. Don't try to summon electricity like you're Thor. 13. Hybrid cars are slower than regular cars. This was true when hybrids were basically glorified golf carts, but today, not even close. Ever heard of the Tesla Model S Plaid? It does 0-60 in under 2 seconds. That's faster than most supercars.
Wow.
Hybrids and electric cars can be just as quick, if not quicker, than traditional gas-powered cars. So no, they're not all slow, and they definitely don't all sound like dying lawnmowers. 12. A car battery recharges fully after a short drive. If your battery is dead, a quick trip to the grocery store isn't bringing it back to life. Most alternators need a good long drive to fully recharge a weak battery. If your battery keeps dying, it's probably time for a replacement, or you have a bigger electrical problem, like a hidden gremlin stealing power. 11. Premium gas makes your car faster. Oh, so you think pouring premium gas into your Toyota Corolla is going to turn it into a Lamborghini? That's cute. Unless your car's manual specifically states that it requires premium fuel, you might as well be throwing that extra money directly into the wind. High-octane fuel is designed for high-performance engines that need it to prevent knocking. Your everyday sedan, it doesn't care. It's just sitting there. Sipping on the expensive stuff like a guy who accidentally ordered a $20 cocktail at a bar and doesn't want to admit his mistake. There's also a psychological effect at play here. People assume that because something costs more, it must be better. But premium gas isn't better for most cars, just different for the ones that actually require it. Think of it like giving a regular dude a high-end protein shake. If he doesn't work out, he's not suddenly getting ripped. He's just $10 poorer.
Oh, I get it.
10. Topping off your gas tank gives you more mileage. Ah yes, the old just one more squeeze trick. You think you're outsmarting the pump, getting those extra fumes into your tank and squeezing out a few more miles. In reality, you're just annoying your car and possibly giving yourself a face full of gas fumes.
No way.
Gas pumps shut off automatically for a reason. Your tank is full, and adding more is like trying to stuff an extra slice of pizza into an already full stomach. Except instead of feeling bloated, your car might end up with a broken evaporative emission system. Oh, and if you spill gas on the ground, congrats, you've just donated a few bucks to the pavement.
Oh my god, you're so funny.
Plated properly, and stop treating the gas pump like an all-you-can-eat buffet. 9. Electric cars can't go long distances. Maybe back in 2005 when electric cars had the range of a bored teenager's attention span, but today EVs are going the distance, literally. The Tesla Model S can go over 400 miles on a single charge.
Wow.
Gas-powered SUV is pulling into a gas station after 350 miles where you'll stand outside in the cold while an EV driver sips coffee during a 30-minute fast charge. And if you're worried about getting stranded, charging stations are popping up faster than bad reality TV shows. With apps to help locate chargers, planning an EV road trip is easier than trying to find a clean public restroom on a long drive. Moral of the story, EVs aren't just for city commutes anymore. They're here, they're fast, and they're proving that you don't need dinosaur juice to have a good time on the road. 8. A dirty car gets better gas mileage. This one sounds like it came from a guy who just didn't want to wash his car. The logic: dirt fills in gaps, making the car more aerodynamic. No, Greg, that's not how physics works. That's how excuses work.
Yes.
In reality, dirt creates more drag. A study actually proved that a clean car is more aerodynamic and fuel efficient, so unless you're aiming for the barn find aesthetic or trying to blend in during a zombie apocalypse, give your car a wash once in a while. Your fuel economy and your neighbors will thank you. 7. You should always inflate tires to the number on the sidewall. The number on your tire's sidewall is not a life hack for perfect inflation.
Okay.
That's the maximum pressure the tire can handle, not the recommended amount for your car.
Alright.
Filling your tires to that number is like wearing shoes 2 sizes too small because you think it'll make you run faster. Instead, check the sticker inside your driver's door or the owner's manual for the right pressure. Overinflated tires equal sign worse grip, bouncy rides, and longer stopping distances. Underinflated tires equal sign sluggish handling, worse gas mileage, and an increased chance of turning your car into a rolling disaster. Just pump your tires to the right level and call it a day. No need to reinvent the wheel, literally.
I know. I got it. I got the concept.
6. More expensive cars are always better, so you just dropped 6 figures on a luxury car? Congrats! You now own a vehicle that still needs gas, oil changes, and a new set of brakes, just like the rest of us. Sure, luxury cars have fancy features, massaging seats, ambient lighting, and an infotainment system so advanced it requires a PhD to operate. But does that make them better? Not necessarily. Some economy cars run for 300,000 miles with nothing but routine maintenance, while high-end cars can rack up repair bills that make you question your life choices.
Oh god.
Paying $800 for a wiper blade replacement? Yeah, no thanks. Buy a car because it fits your needs, not because it makes your neighbor jealous. 5. A car will explode if you shoot the gas tank. Action movies have lied to us about a lot of things, but this one takes the cake. Shooting a gas tank will not turn your car into an impromptu fireball. Gasoline is flammable, but it doesn't just explode on contact like a Michael Bay movie would have you believe. For an explosion, you need the right mix of air, vapors, and a spark, none of which magically happen just because a bullet hits the tank.
Never.
If this myth were true, parking lots would be a lot more dangerous, and insurance premiums would be way higher. 4. Cars with high mileage are unreliable. Oh no, this car has 150,000 miles. It must be falling apart. No, it just means it's been driven. A well-maintained car with high mileage can be way more reliable than a low-mileage car that's been neglected. Think of it this way. Would you rather adopt a dog that's been loved, exercised, and well-fed, or one that's been ignored in a backyard for years? Same deal with cars.
I get it. Fine.
Mileage is just a number. Maintenance history is what really matters. So don't be afraid of high-mileage cars. Be afraid of cars with no service records and a mysterious past. 3. Your car needs to be serviced at the dealership. Dealerships want you to believe that if you take your car anywhere else, it'll burst into flame.
That is true.
But the truth, as long as an independent mechanic follows the correct service schedule and uses the right parts, your warranty stays intact. Dealerships charge premium prices for everything: oil changes, brake jobs, even basic diagnostics. Independent shops often do the same job for half the price, and in some cases even better.
Like, seriously.
Think of it like getting a haircut. Just because a fancy salon charges $200 doesn't mean they're doing a better job than the local barbershop down the street.
That's true.
2. Cruise control saves gas. Cruise control is great for keeping a steady speed on flat highways, but does it magically make your car sip fuel like a hybrid? Not always. On hilly roads, cruise control can actually waste gas. Instead of adjusting naturally to the terrain, it aggressively tries to maintain speed, making your engine work harder. It's like running on a treadmill that randomly speeds up just to mess with you.
What?
Use cruise control wisely. It's a tool, not a fuel-saving miracle. 1. You don't need to change your oil if it looks clean. Your oil looks clean? That's cute. It still needs to be changed.
Why?
Oil degrades over time. Even if it looks fine, it loses its ability to lubricate and protect your engine. Kind of like how sunscreen stops working after a few hours, even if you don't see a sunburn yet.
Okay, let's go. Okay.
Skipping oil changes is like not brushing your teeth because they still look white.
Oh.
Eventually, something is going to go horribly wrong. Stick to the manufacturer's schedule and save yourself an expensive engine repair. There you have it. 21 car myths that people still somehow believe. Busted wide open. If you've fallen for any of these before, don't worry. We've all been there. Just remember, not everything you hear about cars is true, and sometimes the best advice is in your owner's manual or from a mechanic who isn't trying to scam you. Want more car knowledge? Subscribe to MYK Reviews and share this with your fellow car lovers. Who knows, you might just save someone from topping off their gas tank for the 15th time.